33 days to podcast drop, and I have something important I want to go over with you that I'm going to talk about in the podcast, so here's a little teaser. I talk about it often, but my mom will call my dad at 8:06 on July 8th and make plans to leave Russell Bennett Peterson. Hours later, she's dead. But what's more important is the fact that the 911 call is placed at 1:40 a.m., which is not listed here because these are itemized long-distance calls. Anything local to Sedona was not recorded, so the 1:40 phone call is not here, but we know it's documented. 1:40, he calls 911. So who is Russell Bennett Peterson calling at 1:36 a.m. on the night of my mother's murder? As my mother is bleeding out and dying on the ground, he's making phone calls to his father, Kenneth Peterson, in Glendale, Arizona. What's even more shocking is the Sedona Police Department waited 98 days to obtain that evidence, that phone bill from Russell Bennett Peterson. They allowed the suspect to bring it in himself. Right there, at October 15, 1993, Mr. Peterson dropped off a copy of his July phone bill, as I had requested. Why the Sedona Police Department never subpoenaed for these records themselves is unknown. 26 days after receiving that phone bill with nefarious activities on it, the Sedona Police Department is canceling scientific examinations on the weapon that could have provided more evidence to maybe convict the murderer. Per Lieutenant Schmidt, the request for examination has been withdrawn on this time on November 9th, 1993. 26 days later, they were essentially done investigating. And from what I can find in the case file, is nothing in the case file. They never investigated this 1:36 phone call to his father. They never took the time to go down there and talk to him, talk to his father. What'd you guys talk about? Why didn't you call 911 right away? He had 4 minutes to stage the crime scene. They never followed up on this lead. And now, 30 years later, Kenneth Peterson is dead, and Russell Peterson is avoiding any kind of contact with authorities and the news that I send his way. I just think this is a very important piece of evidence that was missed and maybe could have put the man behind bars. 98 days after my mom's murder, they finally let the suspect bring in the phone bill. So many days of missed opportunities. And this is just one of the things I'm going to cover in my mom's podcast. Just one. So if you're interested, you better follow, because 33 days from now, I tear my mom's case apart for the world and I take you with me. This has been the hardest thing I've ever done in my life, learning a new skill, learning how to podcast, and taking my trauma and turning it into entertainment has been the most traumatizing thing other than having my mother die 30 years ago, is reliving it and doing this in order to get some kind of awareness and accountability. It's not fun. But this is what I do because my name is Nikki. I'm the daughter of a murdered woman, and I will not give up till there is some kind of accountability.